Hello, I'm Sergeant Mercedes Fortune of the Phoenix Police Department Public Affairs Bureau. The information, audio, video, and pictures you're about to see are intended to provide details as we currently understand them of an officer-involved shooting that occurred on October 15th, 2020 at approximately 11:30 that morning. This video may contain strong language as well as graphic images which could be disturbing to some people. Viewer discretion is advised. This incident started at approximately 7:30 in the morning when Phoenix police responded to an armed robbery at a convenience store located near Central Avenue and Buckeye Road. The caller indicated a man entered the store demanding money and was armed with a gun. He also said that the store had been robbed for the past 4 days by a similar man. Here is the 911 call.
Phoenix Police, this is Suzette. How can I help you?
Hi, Suzette. I'm calling from...
What's the address?
Give me 1 second. Sooner or later, I'll remember it.
Okay. And what's going on?
Okay, I had an attempted armed robbery. A guy came to the counter. I guess he flashed something under his waist. It looks like a gun, and told my CSR to give him the money. She got a little startled, so she didn't give him the money. And,
when did all this happen?
Yeah, it's like the 4th day in a row. And then he bolted out. But I was just talking to a detective that's supposed to be on his way here. He just wanted me to make sure I called it in.
Okay, but what time did this happen?
What is that, about 7:24.
As the call was given to responding units, officers from the neighborhood enforcement team of the Central City Precinct were also driving toward that location looking for a robbery suspect, who they identified as 22-year-old Lorenzo Gonzalez. They quickly realized that the suspect from that morning's robbery matched the description of Gonzalez. Neighborhood enforcement team officers, also known as net officers, arrived and began watching Gonzalez's residence in the area of Hadley and Central, which is less than a block away from the robbery location. They saw Gonzalez get into a vehicle with an adult woman and children. Officers followed the vehicle, but for the safety of the woman and children, opted to wait to arrest the suspect. Eventually, Gonzalez returned to his house, and the woman and children left to go into a different residence. Officers confirmed Gonzalez was now home alone.
Hey, he's moving up front. Lorenzo, come out with your hands up, please.
Officers contacted Gonzalez, who refused to come out.
Lorenzo, show us your hands and come outside now. We have the building surrounded. This is the Phoenix Police Department.
Hey guys, he said if he doesn't back up that he is going to kill us, so he's probably armed.
Communications continued for another 2.5 hours as officers from the Special Assignments Unit arrived and took over the incident. Gonzalez continually refused to come out. At approximately 11:30 a.m., officers saw Gonzalez approaching the front doorway. An officer from the Special Assignments Unit saw Gonzalez with a gun, pointed at officers. The SAU officer fired at Gonzalez, which caused Gonzalez to retreat back into the residence.
Hey, gun. Gun. Dude, gun. Gun. Hey, yeah. Gun.
SAU officers are equipped with body-worn cameras. However, the shooting officer's mic was muted, and due to his positioning, the camera view was obstructed. Here is a BWC from an officer standing nearby.
Dude, he's hard in half his body.
Tell him to show us his hands.
Mark, show us his hands. Do you have them? Hey.
Stop fidgeting.
Dude, he's half in and half out, bouncing like with his hands low.
Like he's trying to get some,
Kelly, that's what I think.
he's trying to get courage.
Kelly, do you have him at all? Hey, gun. Gun. Dude, gun. Gun. Hey, yeah. Gun.
Grab your gas mask.
Once Gonzalez retreated to the residence, officers at the rear of the house used CS gas munitions in an effort to gain compliance from Gonzalez.
5-4 copy, going to gas in the back. Start masking up. Shot fired out at us.
Saturate it. Saturate it.
Good hit.
Yeah. Go ahead and mask up.
My mask was over there. I have to prepare myself back. Okay, that's not the
Good hit.
You want me to keep handing you more, Terry?
5-4 to 5-1. We got gas in the back.
The munitions were successful, and Gonzalez walked out of the residence unarmed, and he was taken into custody. Gonzalez was not injured and was later booked for several counts of armed robbery and aggravated assault on a police officer. There were no injuries to officers or any other community members. The weapon recovered from Gonzalez's home was later found to be a replica handgun. The officer involved in this shooting is assigned to the Special Assignments Unit and has been with the department for 15 years. This incident is the subject of both an internal and a criminal investigation, which will be reviewed by the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Conclusions about whether the actions of the officers are consistent with department policy and the law will not be made until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete.
This video was intended to inform and educate the public about a critical incident in our community. You can learn about the Phoenix Police Department's transparency policy on our website.